Before we begin our class, I would like to ask Mr. Santi Pitubo to lead us a prayer. Now, I'll check your attendance. Glad to hear that you're all present today. Let's proceed to the discussion. Good day, aspiring educator. What's new with you today? I hope you are doing well and looking forward to our new lesson. By the way, my name is Lindsay, so I'll be your teacher for this moment. Are you able to learn new information? That's great. Please remember to turn off your microphone when you are not speaking, and to tap the rise button if you want to ask a question. Concentrate, pay attention, and participate actively. Is everything clear now? So, let's start our discussion. What is Republic Act 9293? An act amending certain of section of Republic Act numbered 7836, otherwise known as the Philippine Teachers Professionalization of 1994, be it act by the Senate and House of Representatives in Congress, assembled Section 1, Section 15E3 of Republic Act 7836 is hereby amended as follows. Section 15, Qualification Requirements of Applicant. No applicant shall be admitted to take the examination unless on the date of filing of the application he shall have complied with the following requirements. A graduate of a school, college, or university organized by the government and that possesses the minimum educational qualification as follows. 1. For teachers in preschool, a bachelor degree in early childhood education, BEC Ed or its equivalent. Number 2. For teacher in a secondary grade, a bachelor degree in elementary education, BSE Ed or its equivalent. For teacher in secondary grade, a bachelor degree in education or its equivalent, with a major and minor or a bachelor degree in the arts and sciences. At least 18 units in professional education. Number 4. For teachers of vocational and 2 years technical courses, a bachelor degree in the field and specialization or its equivalent with at least 18 units in professional education. Professional teachers who have not practiced their profession for the past 5 years shall take at least 12 units of education courses, consisting of at least 6 units of pedagogy and 6 units of context courses of the equivalent training, and number 1 are to be chosen from that list of courses to be provided by the board and the Department of Education before they can be allowed to practice their profession in the country. A holder of certificate of eligibility as a teacher issued by Civil Service Commission and Department of Education, Culture, Sports, or B. A registered professional teacher with a National Board for Teacher under the Department of Education, Culture, and Sports, DECS, pursuant to Presidential Decree Number 1006. Section 2, Section 26 of the same Act is hereby amended to read as follows. Section 26, Registration and Exception. No person shall engage in teaching and or act as professional teacher as defined in this Act, whether in the preschool, elementary, and secondary level, unless the person is a duly registered professional teacher and a holder of a valid certification of registration and a valid professional license, or a holder of a valid special temporary permit. Upon approval of the application and payment of the prescribed fees, The certificate of registration and professional license as professional teacher shall be issued without examination and acquired in this act of to a qualification applicant who is those who have failed the licensure examination for professional teacher with a rating of not lower than 5 percentage point from the passing general average rating shall be eligible as a para teacher upon insurance by the board of a 2 years special permit, renewable for a non-extendable period of 2 years. The para teacher shall be assigned to the areas where there is a shortage or absence of a professional teacher as I defined, provided by the Department of Education and Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. ARMM, Education Department to the Board for the Professional Teachers to commission the special permit shall be indicate the area of assignment of para teacher. The permit may also be issued by the board to a person who has excelled and gained international recognition and is a widely acknowledged expert in his or her respective field of specialization. 3, Section 31 of the same Act is hereby amended to read as follows. Section 31, Transitory Provision Special Permit with the ability of 3 years and 5 years issued to para teachers by the Board of Professional Teachers before the effectivity of this act shall be allowed to expire based on the period granted therein, provided that only special permit with the ability of 3 years may be renewed upon expiration for a non-extendable period of 2 years. Section 4 references to the term Department of Education, Culture, and Sports, and Section 4A, the Section 25 and term DECS in Section 20 of the same Act are hereby amended to read as Department of Education, DepEd, respectively. Section 5, Separability Clause. If for any reason, any section or any provision of this Act, or the application of such section in provision to any person in circumstances is declared unconstitutional or invalid, no other section or provision of this Act shall be affected thereby. Section 6, Repealing Clause. All laws, decrees, circulars, administrative orders, rules, and regulations, and the other insurance which are inconsistent with the provision of this Act are hereby repealed or modified accordingly. Section 7, Effectivity. This Act shall take effect upon approval. What is the purpose of Republic Act 9293? The Executive Department of the Philippine Government responsible for ensuring access to promoting equality and improving the equality of basic education.